Arguably the most difficult game in the NES launch lineup, Ice Climber is a vertical scrolling platformer where the player has to reach the top of 32 mountains, each containing all manner of tricky jumps and enemies. The protagonists are Popo and Nana, a pair of parka-wearing mountaineers armed with big wooden mallets. These mallets can be used to attack any enemies that come near, but more importantly, they're also used to smash blocks above you. This is crucial because jumping upwards is the only way to progress in the game, and it's the upwards jump that makes Ice Climber such a tricky game to adapt to, even for a modern gamer. Popo and Nana jump with an extremely high arc, meaning they go almost straight upwards and not very far to the side. This is ideal for knocking out small gaps in the blocks above you, then jumping upwards through them and landing slightly to the side. This does, however, make the platforming sections, where moving cloud-shaped platforms travel from side to side, a little trickier to navigate. The fact that the bonus stages feature platforms and nothing else shows that successfully hopping between them was considered an achievement in itself. The Japanese and Western versions of Ice Climber have one major difference, in that one particular enemy is completely different. The Japanese game features enemies called topai, which are essentially small blue seals that waddle around, filling holes in ice and generally causing problems until you thwack them with your mallet. The Western language versions kept the topi enemy, but since clubbing of seals was a hot topic in the 1980s, with numerous projects and political campaigns, the topi was completely redesigned to resemble a sort of yeti instead. Other enemies that feature in all versions include the nitpicker, a small bird that flies around hassling you, the condor, a large bird that can give you bonus points if you're able to jump up and grab onto it, and the polar bear, which appears when the game wants you to hurry up and pushes the stage upwards. Ice Climber was a relatively well-received game, but it was forgotten over time as the Mario, Zeldas, Metroids, all such grew in popularity. It did enjoy a comeback in 2001, however, when Popo and Nana were added as playable characters in Super Smash Bros. Melee for the GameCube. This surprise return led to many newer gamers finding out about Ice Climber for the first time, and they became such a well-loved pair that they came back for the Wii Smash Bros. In 2008, along with their own stage featuring the return of the polar bear. While Ice Climber may not be a game that's immediately cited when fans round off lists of classic NES games, it retains a die-hard fan base to this day, and many gamers continue to keep their fingers crossed that, unlikely as it may be, Popo and Nana may get the chance to return in a new adventure one day. Fun fact, when you think of the bundled NES games, you usually think of titles like Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt. In fact, for a while, NES consoles in West Germany, Switzerland, and Austria were instead bundled with Ice Climber. Cheers!